The soldier slowly poked his head out, only to nearly get shot in the head. The sniper was hiding in the attic right next door. The soldier took a deep breath, quickly got up and fired. After hearing the bullet hit his helmet, he got up to check the situation. Field cautiously climbed up to the attic and made it to the door of the room where the German sniper was hiding. When Field woke up again, it was already late at night. He got up and walked outside. At that moment, the town was illuminated by flares as bright as day. Field hadn't walked far when German bullets came flying again. Field started running frantically and, under the cover of darkness, successfully evaded the German pursuit. But suddenly a figure appeared in front. Before Field could tell friend from foe, the figure fired at him. Field began to run like crazy and, by the dim light, hid in a basement. After making sure the Germans hadn't spotted him, he started to search the basement. Soon he found a French woman there with a child. Field gave all his food to the woman. To thank Field for his help, the woman tended to his wounds and then begged him to stay and be the child's father. But Field had a mission. He was responsible for the lives of 1,600 men and had to reluctantly set off again. As soon as he left the basement, Field was spotted by the Germans. With the Germans in hot pursuit, Field ran around frantically and eventually jumped into the river. When he woke up again, it was already early morning. He struggled to swim to the shore. The mission deadline had already passed. It was impossible to pass on the intelligence in time. The 1,600 men of the Devon Regiment might be wiped out. As Field blamed himself, he heard singing from deep in the woods. Following the sound, he found a unit of soldiers resting and adjusting in the woods. Field muttered to himself by the tree.
I have to find the Devons.
We're the Devons.
You are the Devons?
Yes, Cole.
Why haven't you gone over?
We're the second wave.
Field saw hope. Although the advanced troops had already launched an attack, there was still an opportunity to deliver the intelligence to the superior officer and save these 1,600 people. So Field ran frantically towards the command post. He pushed through the crowd and reached the front line trench. The soldiers in the trench were preparing to attack, but soon the Germans started shelling the position first. To pass the intelligence to the colonel as quickly as possible, Field made a risky move. He climbed out of the trench and ran frantically toward the command room. By this time, the soldiers had already charged. Field kept running and finally made it to the colonel's command room.
This attack is not to go ahead. You have been ordered to stop.
But the colonel thought victory was within reach. The soldiers had already charged. There was no talk of retreat. Field pleaded desperately, saying it was a trap the Germans had been setting for months. Only then did the colonel agree to read the letter. In the end, Field successfully completed the mission and saved the lives of over 1,000 soldiers.